Hey Aquarius, welcome to Natural Mystic Messages. This is your weekly reading for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and of course Venus, because we love to love here at Natural Mystic. Now, a little bit of housekeeping. This is the last reading of the month that I have pleasantly coined my thirsty month, where I unashamedly ask you to please like the video and please subscribe, because I am really looking to grow this year. I am getting serious about the channel. So I'd ask you to grow with me. Let's grow, fam. Okay, now on that note, all the awkwardness is out the way. And I'm going to say that energy is fluid. So this message may not apply now, it may apply in the future, it may have already happened in the past. Or it may be reversed. It may be the story reversed. It may be talking about what happened to you from the hands of somebody else. Or it might not apply. So then just let it fly. And go check out your other placements, because we are more than our sun sign. Now, I am shuffling the Romance Angels Oracle. I am all flustered, lost for words, and my throat has suddenly just got this weird bubble in it, Aquarius. Are you having some throat chakra action? Let's see if I can regain my composure. Okay, so there is definitely something you are holding back from saying, and it feels like a lump in your throat. Okay, we have children. So you may be in a relationship that you're trying to blend a family, or you may have met someone that has children, or you might be dating and have children and unsure of how that's going to work moving forward. You may be in a situation where you're not getting any type of reprieve. You're not getting weekends off and all that type of thing, and you may be thinking, is this how I'm going to spend the rest of my life? Will I never be able to date, or all those type of things? Not that you have any problem with your children and you love them dearly, but at some point you are still a human and not just a parent. And if you are blending a family, with the Love Yourself First card, make sure you're taking time to still fit in all those patterns that sort of gave you life. You know what I mean? So if on a Friday night you sat and plucked your eyebrows and painted your nails, those type of things, make sure with the extra work that's coming in that you're still taking care of yourself, but also taking care of the relationship, because you sort of move out of that honeymoon period when things start to integrate. It's safe for you to love. And it says, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So Spirit's saying, if you are going through a tough time, make sure that you're staying in that energy of pure, unconditional love. And that's mostly for you, because then it will reflect out onto everyone else. We are essentially a human mirror. That it's okay to take time to go through the emotions and the feelings and have those feelings, but then vibrate back into your space of love. And you can do that with your favorite songs, reading a good book, watching something funny. I like to watch comedians whenever I'm feeling a little out of whack energetically. Okay, we have worth waiting for. So it says divine timing is at work in your love life. So if you are one of those parents, the single parents, and shout out to you, it is hard work, be patient, because the right person will come along. And honeymoon, which is what I was talking about earlier, be weary of not losing the excitement in the relationship if you are blending a family. Now on that note, we're going to let the tarot do the talking, and I will be using the Light Seers deck. Light Seers Tarot, and all the cards I use will be in the description box. Okay. Spirit, what do we have for Aquarius? Too many cards. I'm going to pick these up and move them. Okay, first off we have Knight of Cups. This is definitely someone coming into your life, or someone, Seven of Swords. And we're going to go one more. Okay. 8 of Cups. Okay, we have a story going on here. Sorry, I just spread it. These don't shuffle too well. I'm waiting. There was a problem with the printing, and if you bought the deck, you'd probably understand. So they don't shuffle too well. It's best to spread them out and pick randomly. So now the story has unfolded. Okay, there's 2 stories here off the back of 3 cards. There is somebody who has met somebody and they're not sure if they can trust them. There seems to be some sort of sneaky behavior going on, or you're wondering if you're paranoid and you're picking up sneaky behavior. This person just may not be very open about things, and when you question, you sort of don't want to delve too far because it's so new, but you're not feeling like you're getting the whole answer, and you're wondering if you should just walk away rather than waste any more time. But every time you do go to step away, they sort of, it's this push and pull, they sort of come running at this point. And Spirit's saying be careful of that form of manipulation, because it is a tactic used by some people, that push and pull mentality where you think you've just about had enough, so you walk away, and then they come running, and it sort of validates you, and it sets off a pattern in your mind. Now, for another group of you, you have just walked away or are about to walk away, like it's at that turning point in the relationship where you've already hit it with the 8 of Cups. It's like you laid everything out on the table and said, this is your ultimatum. This is as far as I can go. You either walk with me and be honest and be truthful, or I walk away. Now, the Knight of Cups person, and when I was talking about that push and... Oh, we just got a hint of my pajama bottoms there. The Knight of Cups, this energy essentially is... it's the romantic. It's the person who sweeps you off your feet and you feel amazing. And when I say he, it's he or she. It's just specifically because this knight is a male. It's like they dangle this carrot in front of you of, this is your dream life and I will treat you as you've always wished. And you feel like you've won the lottery until you no longer feel like you've won the lottery. And that's what this person does. They come in very strong and they're very good at what they do. And I'm not saying it's always manipulative. Sometimes they're just so charming that it's hard to not fall for their charm. And if it was with any other card, I'd be like, this is great, this is awesome. But it's with the 7 of Swords, which is sneaky and deceptive. And like, if you look at him, he looks like he's up to something shady. And this crow looks like he's ratting him out, you know. So you may have found out recently something about this person that has sort of wiped the shine off how magical they seem to be. They may have accidentally dobbed themselves in. You may have received a text or seen something online that didn't quite add up and started investigating. Either way, there's something going on here that's going to make you lay your cards on the table and walk away. I'm getting that music is a big factor with this person. Either they might play music, or it's a way that they express themselves to you. They may send you songs, or certain songs might remind you of them. 9 of Swords. Oh, Wands. What's going on today? And I think this is that energy of wanting to speak up and say something, but at the same time sort of feeling a little crazy. Like, are you imagining this? Because you're seeing these things sort of go on behind the scenes, but you're not physically seeing this person do anything other than be perfect. It's a tough situation, Aquarius. But you're tired. The 9 of Wands is exhaustion. It's sort of being put, and I feel like it's almost that too good to be true energy. Like, was this too good to be true? I knew it was too good to be true. This could also be in the workplace if this isn't a relationship issue. You might have somebody who is telling you one thing and then, you know, telling your boss another, and you might be feeling the energy is a little different, something's changing. What have we got? Okay. So we've got communication coming in. So either maybe someone has contacted you to tell you that what you believe to be true is not true, or you're reaching out to someone because you've had enough and you just want answers. And the Ace of Swords is clarity and truth. So that, to sort of round off this whole little chapter, is clarity. And that's what you'll be getting. I think it's coming from an outside source. I think you will be getting information that you need for better or for worse. Like that we can't decide. That's personal to you, but for better or for worse, you will be finding out these answers and you will get the clarity that you need. 5 of Cups. It may mean that you are left a little brokenhearted. However, you'd rather know. You're at a point where you'd rather know than not know, because you're worried that you're feeling a little foolish. And we've got the Hanged Man here. So your perception on this situation will change. And that's what you're doing, is sort of gaining perspective. You're looking at it from a different angle. Wow. So next up we have the Tower, which is things sort of falling apart so they can be rebuilt or realigned, or moving you to where you're supposed to be. And I feel like you've in the past asked the universe for this blessing, like, if I'm not meant to be here, or this isn't my person, or I'm not meant to be at this job, please move me, do what it takes to put me where I'm supposed to be. The good news is, after the Tower comes the Sun, and it's that kind of moment, you know, where and it's like the dawning of a new day. It's darkness, and then the sun comes up, and suddenly everything's okay again. So this energy might be, while it's very intense and tumultuous, it's almost going to come in like a lightning bolt, and then the sun will come up before you even realize it. So it's not going to be something that you've got months later you're going to be hurting from. And if you have already gone through it and you haven't got to the point where the sun has come up yet, it is happening very soon for you. Because 2 of Pentacles tells me that balance is coming in, balance between your heart and your mind, being able to trust your judgment, recognizing red flags when they come in, not knowing if I feel like you've had a lot of moments where you're like, is this a red flag? Am I paranoid? Am I still carrying hurt? I feel like you're going to have good enough boundaries that it won't matter anymore. You'll know instantly, and you're not going to second guess. You'll be able to just instantly say, no, I'm not doing this. Temperance, because you've come off the back of healing, and that's divinely guided healing. Spirit, the universe, God, whoever it is that you subscribe to, has put these things in your place to help you heal and help you move through it. And like I said before, I feel like you asked for these things. I feel like you said, right, I'm ready, Spirit. What do I need to level up? What do I need to move through this? What do I need to become the better version of myself? And Spirit listened. Okay, sorry, there's a card falling out. Yep. Okay, we have the 10 of Wands. This is feeling, once again, it's that exhausted energy, but it's also the weight, carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. It's carrying more than your average load. So you're carrying things that aren't even yours. You're worrying for other people, and I'm getting a sense of guilt as well. Like, you're too worried to do what's right for you because you feel guilty because there are people that are making you feel like you're responsible for them. Spirit's reminding you that they're adults and it's their responsibility, and people are responsible for their actions too. So if your response and the actions you need to take are the consequences of someone else's actions, then so be it. Like, they created the situation that led you to this point, is what Spirit's saying. Okay, let's Where do we want to clarify? The Four of Wands. This healing that you're going through, this tower, this alignment, is creating a foundation for you so that when the next person does come in, there's no second guessing, there's no worrying. And now the Four of Wands is also, for me, very much a twin flame card. So that might be the person that's coming in next. All this pain could have been off the back of a twin flame, because we know that sometimes they go through very intense growth periods, and they do actually activate healing and activate leveling up and all that kind of thing. So you might, all this might be off the back of twin flame energy, but it's a blessing in a way because you've leveled up from it. And maybe you asked, maybe that's why Spirit's saying you asked for your twin flame to come in. And I guess sometimes we have to be careful what we wish for, but in saying that, when the sun comes up, that's when you'll look back and be grateful. Okay, let's ask Spirit. I'm really curious. If you are at the point where you walk away, what happens? Like, what is the energy if you walk away from this situation and decide to work on yourself? Decide to put yourself first and set up decent boundaries. Let's see what the effects of that is. Wow. Wow. 10 of Cups. That's what happens when you put yourself first and practice self-love. Now, for those who don't know tarot, I'm sure if you've watched any tarot read before, you know exactly what the 10 of Cups is. That is emotional fulfillment, emotional happiness, emotional security. It is that bliss feeling. It's that feeling where you exhale and think, this is what I was working for. Wow. That's great. Now, on that note, we are going to do some oracle because we don't need to know no more. That is the tea. We spilled it. Let's go, Aquarius. Let's see what's coming. Okay. We have unified. Once work and pleasure have unified, know a great job has been accomplished. Now success will follow. And I think it's that balance. I think it's making the world work for you rather than you work for the world, if that makes any sense. And I'm guessing it doesn't, because even as I'm saying it, I can feel it, but the words aren't making it sound like it's making sense. I think it's that do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. And I think that goes for all areas of your life. Do it with love, do it with passion, and everything will feel good. Surprise. Something is coming up behind you. An unexpected acquaintance or occurrence. Something random and out of the blue. That 10 of Cups, it's coming out of the... I swear that's what it says. I wouldn't lie to you. Surprise. There we go. That's that 10 of Cups. It's going to hit you when you least expect it. And you know what's funny? There's been a lot of surprise energy coming up in these readings that I've done this week. Have fun. Time to party, a fun time ahead. I think it's just saying, just be and be happy and know good things are coming. Do we want to do one more? I think we're going to go crystal. Crystal card. There we go. So if you're looking for a crystal to work with at the moment, and I always pronounce this wrong, Labradorite. Words, man, they escape me. Take action. But that might be a good crystal for you to... I wonder if I have one close by. I do. Can we catch that flash? This one doesn't... Oh, there we go. It's pretty, huh? It is prettier in person. This lighting's pretty bad. Here we go. I use this when I am like when I'm going to like job interviews or something that makes me very nervous and uncomfortable for two reasons. Because of the shape, it's very smooth and it's kind of calming and it gives me something to fidget with. But also, it gives me this sense of like, it's kind of like an all-powerful, all-knowing feeling. And it gives me confidence, you know? So that might be a good one for you. Okay, Aquarius, on that note, I will let you go. I'll see you all next week. Please hit that like button if you got all the way to the end. Subscribe, and I'll see you soon. And good luck with your 10 of Cups.